I was forging some spiral pendants and thought I would record the process and share my thoughts about it. In this video it's not the project itself that is important, but rather I have some thoughts about it, and it's a good practice for beginners to forge scrolls and spirals, because it's a way to practice your eyes to be able to see where to get a even spiral, a nice round even shape. It's a way to practice your eyes simply to see that. And also the coordination that you see. I want the bend to be right there, and how you shall hold the piece and use your hammer in order to get it. So a good practice to forge. So I have a 6mm round bar that measures, I think, 11 centimeters. Yes, 11 centimeters long. And I'm gonna first make 2 tapers, one in each end. And I'm using the edge of the anvil to draw out the material, since it's more effective. It's moving the material more effective, and therefore it's faster. And it's important here that you get an even taper, because if it is, now I can see that it's a little bit thinner right here, so I will forge that so it is more even. Otherwise, when I bend it to a spiral, I most likely will have the bend will be too narrow, and that might mess up the whole spiral. So really even taper is important. Looks better now. Might be still a little bit, but I will call it good for now. We will solve it, I'm sure of that. So now I'm gonna turn the piece around and make a little bit shorter taper in the other end. And this is what will become the center of the spiral. So since it is quite thin material I'm working with, 6mm, it is cooling down fast. But what I can do is, in order to get more done on each heat, it is when I draw out is using the edge of the anvil, and also when I'm using the face and making the taper itself, making it even, I can have as much of the piece outside the anvil as possible. If I'm holding it right on the middle, the anvil will draw out the heat from the workpiece and therefore cool off faster. So take a look how I move the material and which part I'm using of the anvil. So basically, the less contact with the anvil, the better. And now I see the very end, it's starting to cool off, so I'm forging it round because if I'm hammering too much on the thin end while it is cold, it might crack. So that is of course something that we don't want. So now we have our taper. It you shall see here, which measures 17 centimeters. This will end up around 4 centimeters in diameter pendant. Now it's time to make the spiral itself. And I'm mainly gonna use the edge of the anvil to do the bend. I might also use the horn a little. But what I do here is I'm hammering outside the anvil, kind of, and I'm taking a little material, putting it outside the anvil, moving it slightly forward after each hit, and making a scroll like this. I will continue. I will usually I use scrolling tongues at the end. It's difficult to get the center of the spiral right from the beginning. But maybe we are lucky today. We will see. And here I noticed that I need to bend the center of the spiral more, so then I can use the horn like this. This is good, where the good practice is first to be able to see where it needs to be bent, and then be able to actually bend it there. And even heat is important. You can do it as you see now, it isn't red hot. It's possible to bend. Also when it's a bit cold, but as long as it is even. I will still need to bend the center a little bit more. It's difficult to get inside, so I will have to take that with scrolling tongues. There I was close to almost bending it too much. And that's the thing when you're forging the taper, and if you're having a as I had a small groove in the taper in the middle of it, then when you're doing this bending, all of a sudden it bends more easily right at that spot, and then it will mess up your beautiful spiral there. So even seems to be the key here. It comes to heat and everything. So I will have to getting there. Speaking of practicing your or training your eyes to be able to see the round shapes, I read in a book that I don't remember what it was, but it was a saying that 1 hour at the drawing table is 1 hour in the forge, and I guess it is the same idea, because it's the same with drawing. Then you also need to be able to see the shapes and where you shall round the line in order to get it as you want. So I guess it's the same idea. I'm currently learning how to draw. I've never been good at it, but it is really peaceful. So that is a new hobby that I have at the moment. So we got the spiral here. Let's have a look and see. It is too long this way, so I need to forge it that. And I would need to have it bent more right here. And also adjust the center. So we will see in the fire again, and then we will adjust it. Starting to trying to get it round, and then it's probably easier to see where to put the center. Better. A little bit more. Okay. I don't know how well you can see it, but I need to... Here is maybe 1 centimeter that would need to be bent more, and right after it the bend is too narrow. So I will adjust that. I think it is easiest to just take the scrolling tones and a little bit more. Now I can probably give it a few taps there, a little bit more. And I think we are gonna straighten it out and see. Yeah, we are good, and a little bit more like that. Perfect. Then we will see the center. Some adjustments, but it is quite good. But I will adjust it a little bit. And I'm just taking my tones and I'm making the curve smaller. like that. Okay. A bit too small. I have to open it up again. Need more heat. So we will see. There we have A2. The bend is 2. This is also depending on your day. Some days these are extremely difficult to make. So it is a bit depending on quite good, but could spend a lot of time on this one, but I hope I will get it in the next heat, and then I will cool it down and we'll take a closer look. So what shall be done here? I want it more open there, and then I shall have it more there. Now we are getting there. And a little bit there. And a little bit there. Okay, gonna like this. Okay, I will cool it down and we can take a look at it. So like this. It's pretty good. I have something going on here that I will adjust, but it will do for this video. So as you can see, small adjustments can make quite a big impact, so just a little bit more bending here will make it more perfect. And that's why these are very good practice for beginners.